what's been on my mind. Sick and tired of the 9 to 5 in the city life. Hey darling, we could get out of town, see the beautiful world around, wanna see it now. Pack our bags and get in that car, leave a little note and we'll drive real far. Let's get out, we can leave this city. Let's drive to the open air. Yeah, the countryside is...
Hey everyone, welcome to the Farm and Pastor's Wife. I'm so glad you're here. Today is a farm day, but first we had to do some ministry calls. We actually took Isaac's truck, dropped it off. The back glass got busted when we were bringing our grill home from the church, so we are fixing his back glass in his truck. We dropped it off this morning, and now we are at the hospital. Judah and I are sitting in the car. Bryant has gone in to make a visit, and I'm already in my farm clothes, ready to work at the farm. Our chickens come back next week. We get a new flock of chickens next week, so we've got to set up the houses today. Daniel has gone to get supplies from the local farm store for our setting up, and hopefully Isaac will meet us down there to work later on today. So we are just waiting we're watching the birds fly around us. They're so pretty. And we're waiting for Bryant to come back from... I would have gone into the hospital, but I was already in my farm clothes and my farm shoes, so I'm not going in there with my chicken shoes on. And so anyway, we're gonna head home as soon as he comes out from visiting at the hospital, and then we are getting to work setting up the chicken houses. I know you guys have seen that 100 times probably on my channel, but you'll probably see it again. So, all right, we'll see you in just a little bit.
And then are we going back home?
Yeah. Well, we're going to the chicken houses to work.
Then I'm going home.
After we finish the chicken houses, we'll probably go back home. Yep. Okay, guys, we have worked hard on the chicken houses. We've got let me turn the camera around. I'll show you what we've done. We've lowered the feed pans, and these are called chick mates. They're normally turned up like this, but we're turning those down. We'll put a tray under them when we lower it to the ground, and the feed will come out. It'll feed the biddies. So that's what we've done so far. So now the men are fixing to roll out the paper. The paper rips quite often, so we start and stop a little bit. Especially if the tube has a tear in it, it's easy to rip. All right. And this will go the whole length of, you can see a fence right there because we brewed only in the center section. So they'll go to that fence. And then Daniel and Isaac will go to that fence. And Judah likes to play. But so yeah, the paper goes and we leave a little extra on this side because we do hand feed some, and we pour out feed on this side of the paper a little bit. But they will actually have feed come in the feed pan. They'll have feed come out of this chute into a lower pan or tray. I think we call them trays. And then they'll have what we pour out here on the paper. So that is what is happening now. And they're ripping it, and they'll come back and meet in the middle here and do another row. So, all right, I'll bring you back at the next step. Okay, so now what's going to take place is Bryant's going to lower the whole feed line. It's going to lower down. I have to make sure it goes into that hole of the fence. There's a hole, I mean, for the feed line to go through. The fence is so that the biddies, we want to keep them in this center part, like I said earlier, and we don't want them to get on this side, so we have fences that keep them in the center of the house. So he's going to go down there, lower the feed line. I'm going to make sure it goes in that hole and make sure it's slid over to the side. I usually just guide it in. And once it's, oops, hang on. And then he'll lower it. And I just push it over. Make sure it's all the way over to the edge. Hey guys, we've cleaned up from the chicken houses, and now we are headed to Revival. And Bryant and I are actually singing at Revival tonight. I'm not sure how that happened.
Here, let's practice. Me, 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 me.
But anyway, we're stopping off at a little restaurant called Silos. Hold on.
That's why it's called Silos.
Yep, and we're gonna eat here and get us a little something to eat before church. Okay, everybody, we've actually put out water paper under the drinkers, and you can hear the noise. That is actually Bryant taking the drill, and he's lowering these drinker lines. He has one more to lower, which I'm gonna head down there so I can be sure it goes in the right hole. But as you can see, that drinker line is coming down little by little. Now he's pausing until I get down here to be sure it goes through the little indention we've made in the fence for it. Remember, these fences are to keep the chicks on one side. And I just pick it up and place it down in that little hole area. And then I lift these tubes up. We're actually going to wash these tubes today. So then what I do, even though we don't have birds down here, oh, I did forget something. This little lever, we're going to cut the water off to this back part of the house because the chicks aren't going to be in here right yet. So we're going to, I'm going to raise these tubes up, and I'll show you real quick. I've got to walk the whole entire house. Actually, Daniel's on one side, and he's gonna raise them on his end, and these are part of what we're gonna clean. And so we go down here to the bottom of the house, the back of the house, and there's another set. There's actually two sets. You got that side and this side. These are our big old fans. So not only do I raise these tubes, but I block the water from going out of the house. All right, I'll see you up at the front. Okay, and Bryant is putting the trays that come down. These are the chick makes I told you about, and these are the little trays that they get extra feed. They get feed in the red pans and in the trays there.
There's 200 clear pans per house.
200 clear pans per house, along with all the red feeders. And like I said, we self-feed on the paper as well. So, yep. Houses are set up and ready. We just got to drop curtains, run the feed, and turn the heat on. But the feed hadn't got here yet, has it? All right, we're ready. Okay, everybody, so we have set up the chicken houses and everything's ready except dropping the curtains and turning the heat on and running the feed. Feed's not here yet. So I've got to go ahead. I should have already done this. I'm a little delayed, but I need to close out the last flock, which means I just gather up all my paperwork and I put it in a folder like this, I always get out the last folder just so I can keep it in the same order that everything went in. When our field person comes out to check the farm, they come out at least once a week. They do a report. I have to put those in this folder. I have to put all our feed tickets in the folder. I have to put where people signed in and out of the farm to either drop off feed or whatever they were here for. Any reports, anything like that goes in. Oh, and each house has a mortality sheet where you log any lost birds or anything, and you log on this sheet every day how many that you check the house, that you've checked the alarms, you've checked this, you've checked that. You write down temperatures in the house. So it is very involved. There's lots of stuff that have to go on. Anyway, what I'm doing today is the last flock that we just sold. I'm gathering all the paperwork, getting it in order, and putting it in the folder. And so, with that being said, that's what I'm going to do right now. Oh, and not only am I doing things to finish up last flock, I'm going ahead and getting things situated and ready. Even though I don't have a lot of paperwork yet, I can get certain things ready for this upcoming flock. So, as far as paperwork goes. So that's what I'm doing too. So, all right. See you in a little bit. Well, everybody, I'm back at the house. I am showered, cleaned up, and just kind of resting the rest of the day. Tomorrow, I've got Judah again, and maybe Levi. I'm not sure. And so there's really no point in cleaning the house, although it needs it terribly. But no point in cleaning it if they're going to destroy it tomorrow. But we have a fun day planned with them. Now, listen. I know this week has not had much cooking on it, and I'm sorry. It's just been a crazy week with revival and so forth. And so I just thought I'd continue to do videos and bring you guys with us, even if I wasn't cooking. But next week, oh my goodness, I have some amazing cooking videos. Some I have never done before. If you remember back, I met one of my viewers, Stella, at Dario, and I promised her I would do a chicken Alfredo, and we're going to do that next week. I've got some super duper recipes coming up using phyllo dough. Bryant's going to make his pimento cheese. I mean, this may spread into 2 weeks worth, but I have some great cooking videos coming up next week. This week, just a little off. So we've had revival all week, and tonight is our grub club where we go eat with our church. We just meet at a restaurant and eat. That's all. I mean, it's just nothing other than that. So we're doing that tonight. So there won't be any cooking tonight. Tomorrow, like I said, we got Judah and possibly Levi. And Judah has requested to go to the cow sale. So we're going to take him. Of course, I'll bring you guys with us. So yeah, we've got lots of fun stuff. Y'all, this is my favorite outfit in the whole wide world. And I washed it with darks, which I always do. It always washes up super nice. But somewhere hidden in the darks was something white and linty. And it is covered in white lint. And I could cry. This is my favorite outfit. It's like a terry cloth. And it's just super comfortable. I love it. But anyway, oh well. So yeah, I just wanted to be sure and tell y'all to please stay tuned next week. I've got some great cooking recipes coming up. So, all right, I'm going to end this video here. Thank you for joining us as we set up the chicken houses. I know y'all have probably seen that 100 times on my channel, but hey, it's what we do, and I'm just bringing you along with us for our life. So, all right, I will see you guys next time on the Farm and Pastor's Wife. See you in the next video. Thanks for watching. Remember, if the grease is hot enough, you can fry anything. Bye, y'all.